I am Marlene Motivates, and welcome to the Motivated Podcast, where we speak about important topics, self love, mindset shifting, and support. And you know what we say over here on Marlene Motivates, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Shout out to all of my amazing channel members. Thank you so much for your support. And to gain further support, join my channel membership. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Motivated Podcast, where I podcast about important topics, motivation every single Monday. Happy new month to everybody. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you to every single one of you. I'm going to see who is in the chat here. Yes, yes, yes. First in is Eastad. How are you doing, East? Welcome. Happy new month. I hope you're doing amazing. Hey, James. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Puzzle Pieces. How are you doing, Miss Nexie? Appreciate you being here. If you everybody could hit the like, I'd really and truly appreciate it. So, welcome to the Motivated Podcast. If you're new to Marlene Motivates, we do the Motivated Podcast on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A little early today because I was ending my other show on my other channel. So I just thought I'd come over a few minutes earlier. I hope you all don't mind. And we have another mod on deck, and that's Miss Sirius. How are you doing, Sirius? Happy new month. Welcome, welcome, welcome. East, here's something else. You always have the jokes, right? I always wanted to start off by saying, it's a new month. And I always talk about on Mondays how we focus on our mental health Mondays. And today is no different. It really isn't. Today is no different. We're going to be talking about ourselves and why it's so important to, learn this. And I hope whoever needs to hear this message hears it. I can only be me, and you can only be yourself. There's a lot of people out there, and they're so busy trying to support others. They're so busy trying to chase money, accolades, support, trying to be somebody that they're not. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, that don't know what it means to be themselves because they don't know themselves. And I think that's so sad, but it can easily happen. I know it happened to me when I was in probably my late teens to my early 20s. I I didn't know myself. And I know that it sounds like something silly, but if you never took the time out to sit and to pause and to ask yourself, Who am I? What do I want? What am I good at? What am I capable of? What are my personal talents? We have to do that for ourselves. Yes, we really do. Thank you so much, Sirius. I appreciate that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Sirius. Always, every day. And to everybody who is here, whether live or in the replay, you are blessed and highly favored. And whoever needs to hear this message today, know that God knows you and He loves you. And depend on Him, trust in Him, give your burdens to Him. I feel like somebody needed to hear that. So that's why I said it. So, all of those things, I'm doing amazing. Serious. Thank you so much for asking. Today, I feel compelled to talk about this. I can only be me. Now, I know that it probably sounds like something very simple, a simple thing. Of course, you can only be yourself. Of course, yes, we can't be anybody other than ourselves. But the whole thing about it that I believe is so important is I love to spread positivity. I love to spread motivation and encouragement. Every single person needs motivation. There is nobody, absolutely nobody out there that doesn't need motivation. Everybody needs to be motivated. Everybody needs to be encouraged. Everybody needs to be supported. But the whole thing about life is that there are not a lot of people that will give you back the same love, kindness, consideration, and support that you need. And what does that mean? It means that we have to give our own self love, kindness, consideration, and support. Know that we give so much, we put so much out there. You're chasing the dollar, right? You're trying to make your money, you're trying to take care of your family, your kids, your spouse, significant other. You're trying to be a good friend and sibling, and you're doing all of these things to fill up every single person in your life's cup. But are you filling up your own? hmm it was many years before I came to realize that while chasing that mighty dollar, while giving support to so many people, it was a long time since I had learned to support me. Whoever needs to hear that message, this is for you. Support yourself. We get outside of our own dreams, we get outside of our own focus, we get outside of our talent, our own gifts, our own personal light, you know. And to who needs to hear this, your light does not take away from mine, and my light does not take away from yours. And we have to stop this narrative of thinking that everybody is on the same level, because that's not true. There's a lot of people who don't know who they are, what they are. And when you show up as a bright beam of light, which I know many of you motivators are, I know I claim that, I speak it, and I believe it about myself. I know my light. I know my elevation. I know my gifts. It's not that I don't have challenges, but I never give my power away like I used to. So that's one of the reasons for this conversation today. Never give away your power and your personal light to other people. See, I did that for a long time. Hey, Colton, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Happy new month. Hey, Miss 702, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Okay. I like to be me, motivated and inspiring as well. My method is obviously just different from others. Yes. That's all I ever want. All I ever always put out there in the atmosphere. you know, being different, being yourself, and loving yourself. Love yourself for the queen or the king that you are. And a lot of people don't like, to hear that they're a queen or they're a king because they're so used to getting treated so disrespectfully. So they're used to giving away so much and not receiving. But you're the one that has to claim your royalty. I claim my royalty. I speak it. I claim it. I believe it. And I act on it. See, it's not until you believe in yourself and until you believe in who you can be before you can receive it. See, people are going to treat you the way you treat yourself. And until you start treating yourself good, until you start respecting yourself, listening to yourself, putting boundaries out there, mm, you're going to be treated like garbage. You will, even when you're not trying to. Yes, puzzle pieces. We all need a little charge of motivation in the daily, every single one of us. We do. Thank you so much, Sirius, for dropping the links. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Rachel, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy new month. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. Yeah, we know that, East. We know that. And that's one of the things that I wish more people would step into the shoes of their own worth and claiming that, believing in themselves, believing in who they truly are. And that's the reason why a lot of people get stuck in this life because they have never put in any work, any love into themselves. They don't know what they're capable of doing and being. So, because they don't know that they're capable, they don't know who they are, they don't know what they can do, they've never taken a moment to think about it, to keep working on themselves. And I'm telling you that you just saying out loud, I love myself, that's not sufficient. That's the beginning of your journey of self love, is being able to say that you love yourself. Okay, you love yourself. Now what? Now what's next? Because after saying you love yourself is what am I willing to do because I love myself? That's the narrative that many people never get into. They say they love themselves, but everything in their life is showing up otherwise. It's a contradiction. You say you love yourself, but the moment that whatever happens, you feel this way, and oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm stupid. I this, at any opportunity you throw your own self under the bus, or you sabotage your own progress and gifts. You stop and block your blessings because you won't say no to others so that you can say yes to yourself. I had to learn that on my own, that by me saying no to you, it shows how much I love myself, because I'm not going to let another person's negativity, lack of compassion, a disrespect, or how they treat others be a representation of me. Who I associate with, I take it very seriously because on a journey in my life. I have other people to teach, to help, to heal, to motivate. And if you're in my circle and you're going in the opposite direction, it's not because I think I'm better, it's that you're stopping me from elevating. Now, I'm here to say that message to somebody. There are certain people that we have in our life that we're holding on to. They're not going to change. They will never change. And you keep holding on to them because you feel you have no choice. This is my family. This is the person I'm in a relationship with. This is my husband, or this is my wife. This is my significant other. This is my sibling. This is my children, right? Okay, all well and good. It's all well and good, but they're not going to be supportive. They're just going to use you and take from you until you put it to an end. I have to tell you all that until you learn to manifest your worth by, I'm not going to let you talk to me that way, disrespect me, give me lack of support, try to throw me under the bus, being negative to me all the time. All of that takes away from my self-esteem, my self-awareness, um, in getting focused on my goals. Because if you have to always keep questioning, you have to question their loyalty, you have to question their support, you have to question every single thing about them, it takes you off your target of you. It takes you off your target of your focus of what you should be doing. And what should we be doing? We should be working on ourselves. We should be centered on what we're really about. So let's get started on this podcast. So I want you all to understand that all you can ever be in this life is yourself. Do you know that? Do you believe it? And what are you willing to do because you are yourself? One of the most wonderful, beautiful, and peaceful places to be in your life is knowing your own self, looking at yourself in the mirror and to like what you see. You should be looking at yourself and saying, I am somebody. I am worthy. I am capable. I can do great things, even if I lack the support, even if I lack the encouragement of others. I am responsible for me. See, before my elevation, I always thought that I could only move at the speed of those around me. I could only move at the speed of who I was in a relationship with. And I didn't want to say anything to challenge because I wanted to do something different. I was used to keeping myself in the box, and I had to remove myself from the box. I had to remove myself from being enslaved, from being in a prison of my own doing. See, we sabotage our own self, and we will talk ourselves out of a gift, talk ourselves out of something that is very promising. We'll talk ourselves out of a good business deal or whatever because we are listening to other people, and they will tell you you can't do things. People will open up their mouth and they will tell you lies. They will try their best to break you down. They will do anything to break your spirit and cause you to give up, to throw your hands up in the air. That will make them so happy. I'm here to tell you because I've experienced it. People smile. People get joy because they're that twisted, that evil, that jealous, that seeing you stop, slow down, or feel disheartened will make them feel good about themselves. See, there are some people out there that they can only feel good about themselves when they can step on you, when they can elevate at your own expense, when they can throw you under the bus, when they can take the attention off of you and put on to them. But I want you all to know that it doesn't matter who tries to come in and disrupt and challenge and try to shake you at the core of you. Nobody can stop you from being yourself. Nobody can take away the gifts that you have inside of you. For years, people tried to challenge who I was. They tried to make me feel confused or to doubt or to fear my gifts. Don't let anybody ever challenge your gifts. Anything that you are meant to do in this world, in this life, go after it. Seek it fiercely. See, and that's the difference in the separation from other people, my motivated family. So many people allow other people to stop them from being their self. They allow other people to stop them from their purpose, their gift, their blessing, because they don't know how to do it, because they're jealous of you, they don't like you, or some other reason, because they have not dealt with their past, because they're fearful of what is ahead for them. Just because they don't use their gifts or they're lazy or inconsistent, don't let that be your lot in life. Okay? Know yourself. I'm here to say that to somebody. Know yourself. Know what you're capable of. Don't let anybody withdraw, take away, put their fears into your head and cause you to start doubting yourself. Start to get you to challenge. I wonder if I can do that. No, no, know yourself. Know who you are. I don't mean your mom, auntie, cousin. I'm talking about every single person as an individual has potential. Every single one of us has potential. But how many of us believes in our potential, believes in our gifts, and uses them? See that separation, just it's a wide gap. It's almost like a dam opened up because there's such a big separation from people who say they love themselves and then people who know themselves, because it's a huge difference. You can say you love yourself all day long. I love myself. I love myself. But then what is the fruitage? What pours out? What spills out of you when you loving yourself is challenged? When you face a struggle? When you face a difficulty? Do you still maintain who you are? When someone tries to, say you can't do something, do you throw up your hands and give up? When someone tries to come and take your blessings away, do you doubt it and say, okay, maybe that wasn't my blessing? Never let any people who don't know you, love you, or care about you cause you to doubt what is meant to be for you. I had to learn this lesson, unfortunately. I let other people cause me to waver in my faith, waver in my love for myself, waver in everything. Like I was always going back and forth, wavering on two opinions, their opinions and mine. When at the end of the day, other people's opinions, other people's judgments, or liking you and not liking you is none of your business. You have to know yourself, not what they know of you or what they like of you. You have to just be yourself. I can only be myself. You can only be yourself. And if that's not good enough for other people, that's their problem. It's not your problem that they don't like you. And we have to stop letting that intimidate us and stop us, and all of the things that they say, the irritating, the nagging, the lies, the drama, the ignore it all. Ignore it all. In order to win in this life, in order to have peace of mind in this life, we must continue to go on. No matter what is the banter, okay? No matter what is the talk and what everybody is speaking about, especially on an app like this, especially on social media. You can't lose yourself. You can't lose what you are supposed to be focused on and doing. Don't let other people stop you from your gifts and what you are meant to do. Get focused. Restart. Reshift. Forgive yourself. You have to give yourself a million second chances, not one or two. You have to give yourself a million second chances. When I doubt myself, I said, okay, man, I just doubted myself. Why did I do that? It's okay. I forgive you. And you have to say that to yourself sometimes when you're not doing what you should for yourself. I forgive you. I say that all out loud all the time to myself. Marlene, I forgive you. Okay? I forgive you for when you doubt yourself. I forgive you when you don't do the right thing. Because when you know yourself, you know what you're capable of. But because of fear and worry and life and projections of other people, we get sidetracked from our purpose. But it's very important for you as a woman, you as a man, to know yourself. Okay? Know yourself. All right? That's the most important of everything in this life. Knowing yourself, loving yourself, and not allowing anybody to stop you from doing what you're meant to do. Okay. And that's why I always focus this on this message. Okay. I always focus on this message very, very often to encourage every single person. Did I say hi to Miss Tamika? Hi, Miss Tamika. I really appreciate it. Yes, it will. Puzzle pieces. Serious is amazing for sure. And it's so important for us to know our gifts. And I have to stop and pause on this. When we talk about knowing yourself, it's not in a negative connotation. It's not. We have to know what we personally can do. So while your sister, mama, cousin, person you're in a relationship with, workmate, whoever, whatever they're doing, and maybe that's not your, maybe you don't know how to do that. It doesn't make you inferior. It doesn't make you less. It just means that's not you. But I know that there are many things that you can do. There's many things that you're talented and you're gifted at. Is it the gift of being a great listener? Are you an amazing leader? Are you a supportive person? Are you great? Have a great business mindset? Whatever it is that you can do it to the fullest of your extent possible. I had a mentor that told me that, Marlene, there's a lot of people who give motivation, but nobody gives motivation like you do. Yeah, there's thousands of motivators. There's thousands, you know? And I said, well, who am I to come out here and give motivation? And they said, yes, other people can give motivation, but nobody has your story. Okay. Nobody has my life, just like nobody has your life. Nobody can be you. See, that's the separation motivators. That's the separation from one person to another. Okay? That's the separation. How serious does her life is different from Nexie, is different from James, is different from Gio, is different from Colton, Tamika. It's different for every single person based on your personality, your likes, your focus, your backstory. And that's one thing that people do not know and understand. No matter how much times people can try to take and use and whatever it is that you do, nobody can do it like you can. So put your personality on it and go out there and radiate. Go out there and elevate, escalate. One thing that I learned in this life is that there's a lot of imitators, but nobody can ever duplicate me. There is nobody that can duplicate you. And that's the reason why people are your friends. That's the reason why people love you. That's why people want to be around you, because you give them you. Separation motivators, a wide separation. All you can do is give them you. And the people who don't like that, that is their problem and not yours. Okay. I'm going to go to the next point. It's very important for us to understand that we don't have to change, you know? Yeah, there's maybe, I wouldn't say flaws, but everybody has some idiosyncrasies. Everybody has something that will cause other people to maybe feel uncomfortable. And we have to learn to put out there what we would want. Would you want somebody to snap off at you, be rude to you, throw you under the bus, embarrass you? No, then don't do that to other people. We have to give other people the kindness and the blessings that we want to receive back. And I'm not saying everybody is going to give you back you. I just mean that you should always be representing yourself in the best way possible. Don't let other people change you. And I've seen people on this app and in real life allow other people to change them, trying to get the accolades, trying to get the money, trying to do anything. They will do anything to win in this life. They will do anything to gain some success, some notoriety. Okay? He'll do anything. And that's sad to me. One thing I'm never going to do is I will never compromise my values. I will never compromise my spirituality. I will never compromise who I am as a woman. Me being a strong, motivated, inspired, and encouraged woman, it means that I make peace, even if other people don't want to make peace. That's what a lot of people don't understand, that peace is not dependent on other people. Peace is dependent on you. You have to make that choice in your mind, even when people want to argue with you and challenge you and say that you're this when you know you're that. You don't have to convince anybody who you are. People who know you will already testify to, you know, the way you treat them, how you talk to them, how you support them, how you love them, how you give them friendship. Okay? So don't change. Don't change trying to chase money, chase accolades, and chase, the attention, the spotlight. One of the most important things in this life is, learning to love yourself. And I know for me, I can only be myself. And I had to learn that loving myself was enough. I am enough, even if nobody else can see it. And the same thing to all of you, beloved motivators. You are enough, however you are, however you look, whatever you have been through. See, your past does not define your present. No matter how many mistakes you've made, maybe how immature you may have been, it's about your present and your today. The moment that you choose to say, I'm going to make a change, you are all right. You are okay. But you have to make that choice to forgive yourself and to give yourself another chance in this life to live in your present, to love you. You have to learn to love yourself in this moment, not for what other people say you are, not for what you've done. No, it's not what you've done, and it's not about what has happened to you. It took me a long time to separate that. I am not a reflection of my past. I am who I claim to be today. I am the way I treat others. I am my values. I, I'm I'm the way that I allow myself to respect not only myself but others. Even when other people don't respect me, I still am going to protect myself, and I will never compromise my worth. Other people don't have to see my worth. I had to work on that for a long time, always trying to convince people to like me or to love me or to support me. The ones who like me, love me, and support me, that's up to them. And the moment that they don't, that's their business. Then that just means I have my freedom papers. Now I can walk. Oh, okay, you don't like me, love me, whatever. You want to be in business with me? That's fine. Because I possess love for myself from the inside. That's a whole different walk. That's an every day you have to wake up and choose yourself, even when other people don't, even when your friend, your aunt, your mama, your sibling, person you're in a relationship, the job, other people, even when other people choose to not love you, every day you have to wake up and make a choice to love yourself. It's a choice. And I have to make a choice to love myself. Yeah, you have to make a choice every single day. I know that's right, James. And that's the thing about life is, learning more and more that you are not your past. You are not whether people like you or not like you. I spent a long time trying to convince people to like me. And then if they didn't, trying to find out why. Why don't they like me? Why? Why? What have I done? And it's not always that we have done something. Yes, sometimes we can have offended somebody or been rude. And then it's up to us to be mature enough to say, did I do something to offend you? And if I did, I'm sorry. But if it's they just don't like you because you're a bright beam of light, because you're handling your business, because you speak up for yourself, then that has nothing to do with you. That's a them problem, not a you problem. Okay. You are in charge of protecting your own mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual health. You can only be in charge of yourself. What other people do has nothing to do with you. Yeah, it can hurt us, it can hurt our feelings. People can definitely hurt our feelings, they can offend us, they can make us feel upset, but nobody can take our power away unless you give it away. Mm-hmm. All right, people, I'm so mad, I'm so mad, I'm so mad. Why are you mad? Because of what this person or that person did. Yeah, you just gave away your power. I had to learn that uh, it doesn't depend on the situation, it depends on me, how I feel, what I do, what I speak about myself. Because there's always going to be people who are going to speak negative about you. There's always going to be people who don't like you. There's always going to be people that don't support you. But my less does not diminish. Actually, the more people dislike me is the more I elevate. I elevate, I escalate because I know me. And until you know yourself, until you love yourself, you can't step into that. You can't go through that walk. That's when you're going to get off track and you're going to lose focus in your life until you learn to love yourself. That's the key. That's the key. Yes. You can't be there for other people unless I'm there for myself. And that's a lesson. That's a lesson for many people. They always are giving to the children, person you're in a relationship with. You're giving. You give to the job, you give, right? But are you giving to yourself? Are you loving yourself? Do you support yourself? Do you support your own mental health? And it's a challenge. You have to make sure that you're doing okay. You have to make sure that you're doing everything you need for yourself. Thank you so much, Estad. I'll never be bullied in silence. You can't. You can't allow other people. And one thing that my dad always told me is that if somebody talks about somebody else behind their back, they will do the same thing to you. So as I grow, as I mature, as I love myself, when I start seeing individuals throwing people under the bus, talking about other people, I'm not a perfect person. I'm no way near a perfect woman. I have my faults. I have my issues. But one thing nobody will ever make me feel is less than. Nobody will ever, I will never, ever allow anybody to disrespect me, ever. And anybody who disrespects me or treats me outside of what I deserve, you cannot stay in my life. You have to go. Because if somebody is not respecting your boundaries, if somebody is not respecting your time, if somebody is not showing you appreciation for the things that you do for them, and they're expecting for you to do things for them all the time and never giving anything to you, they don't deserve you. There's a lot of people that you know that are in your life that they don't deserve to have you in their life. And this is the last point. I'm about to put the link here in the chat here. And let me put this in here. Okay. And the last point is I can only be me, because we can't fear. Don't fear what is going to happen. Don't fear for your past. Don't fear other people's projections. We spend so much time in our life worrying about the future, worrying about the present, that we won't give ourselves an opportunity to enjoy it. Realist one in the building. Welcome, Realist. How are you doing? Happy new month. I hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for being here. And that's one thing about life, is we can't let fears, we can't let worry. There's always going to be things that goes on in life. There's always going to be things that we don't know what's the next step, but we can't allow not knowing what's next to stop us to go out and enjoy life. Never let a fear of something cause you to not enjoy your life. you know Learn, what is it, why am I fearful of it? Is it because of lack of knowledge, lack of understanding, lack of support, lack of believing in ourselves? What is it? You have to get underneath your fear. What is causing me to fear? Is it a person? Is it my past? What is it? Get underneath that fear and find out. That's how we elevate, motivators. Is most people do not allow themselves to face their fears. When fear comes in their life, they run the other direction, or they throw in the towel and just say, oh no, I'm too scared, I can't do it. And anything that you speak out of your mouth and you tell yourself, I can't do it, you won't. Yes, James, nobody is ever perfect, because if we were all perfect, then we would be in a perfect world living a boring life. Yes, James, nobody is perfect, but we have to put in some effort into ourselves. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, how are you doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And that's the thing about, that's the thing about people, being grown, you know, it's more, being an adult is more than just being grown. That happens when you become 18. When you're 18, every single person is grown, but it's another elevation in life to be mature. It means putting in the work, it means making changes, it means making choices, and then being accountable for those choices. Am I making good choices? Or am I not? Am I allowing, myself to do things and then running after throwing stones, not facing, not being accountable? One thing I will say about myself is, when I mess up, I don't have a problem saying I messed up. I don't have a problem apologizing, but that's because now I have matured. But let me tell you something. When I was when that 18, that teen years, where I had the biggest ego and pride, and I thought, oh, it's the 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 freshest, the cleanest. And back in the day, they used to say illest. I thought I was the illest, illest girl in the neighborhood. I thought I was so amazing, so awesome. But yeah. But if you always try to be perfect, or you always trying to bend according to how other people are bending, if they don't like it, okay, I bend this way. If this one doesn't like it, I'll bend that way. No, you got to bend in the direction of where you're supposed to go. You're not supposed to always go to the left or the right of other people. Your direction could be south, or your direction could be east, or it could be north, it could be west. It depends. But you got to move in the direction that you're supposed to go at the speed that you're supposed to go at. There's a lot of people who, don't like it when you're speeding through life, when you're making things happen. Okay? They don't like it. They don't like it. And I'm here to tell you that because I've experienced it so much times in my life. When people see you achieving things, whether, maturing, learning to deal with your own self and to stop being immature, stop blaming people and saying, yeah, I did that. I'm accountable for that. I was wrong. That's maturity. Those are the people that I'm drawn to. One thing I can't stand, and when I say I can't stand, I'm close to saying I hate. I hate when a person cannot be accountable, when they're always blaming other people and they're the ones that keep messing up. If you mess up, say you messed up and then make a choice to change it so that you don't stay in that cycle of repeating bad behavior or keep making the same mistakes or keep choosing bad relationships. At a certain period of time, we have to stop being just grown only. We have to step into the shoes of being mature. You can only be yourself, but when are you going to allow yourself to elevate, escalate, you know? Stop caring about what other people want you to do and like you to do. Be your own person. Be your own person. All I can ever be in this life is me. I already know that everybody's not going to like me. I know that. And the older that I'm getting is the less that I care. And it's not because I'm conceited, I'm haughty. I put in a lot of work to be the woman that I am. I put in a lot of tears. I put skin in the game. I humble myself. I asked for forgiveness. I went to God. I did many, many things to be the woman that I am. So when I say that I am in this moment and I smile, people don't know what it takes for you to be you with a smile, right? People don't know what it takes for you to get up every day and just maintain. Just maintaining your mental health, just maintaining a roof over your head, just maintaining peace of mind with yourself. Some days you can really be loving yourself. And I don't know who else goes through this like me, but sometimes I get on my own nerves. Like, I was like, oh, you are being very annoying, because a part of me is a bit of a perfectionist. I want things how I want them, when I want them. And yeah, all those things. But I had to learn that I cannot be perfect. I cannot be anybody other than me. And if other people, when I give them the real me and they don't like it, that's when I give myself a choice to move away, because certain people will cause you to be in a space of lack of personal growth. Staying around them will cause you to lose all of your money. You will lose all of your means of sustenance. You will. But it's because we fear saying no. Nobody wants to be the person to nobody wants to be the person that's not liked. And we may say yes sometimes to be liked, or we may say yes to things because we don't want to, no confrontation. We just say yes and say, okay, I'll go along with it. And I know I don't like it. That's not good. Yeah, Miss Nexie, I know. I'm there. I can see you got to be at a certain space in your life, at a certain maturity, to realize that if you are doing things that you annoy yourself, you have to identify that probably is annoying to other people. That's what I know when I'm in that mind space of I'm just in a bad mood. I don't take out my bad moods on other people. When I get quiet, It just means like I just need to focus on me and get to why I'm feeling the way that I feel. And it's nothing wrong with not being okay. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay because sometimes you're justified in being upset, pissed off. People can really screw you over, you know? They can give you the old zing, as my dad would say. Some people will really do some things to offend us and to hurt us, and there's nothing wrong with feeling sad for a time. Confront it, but then don't allow that to be your whole day. Never allow yourself to stay in that space of negativity. Be upset, be angry, and then move on. Give yourself the freedom and the space to be yourself. So yeah, all of those things. So I just wanted to pop in for a while. I see nobody is in the background. So Marlene's going to get up out of here. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all so much for your support, supporting me, supporting this channel. And if you tuned in to Marlene Motivates for the very first time, hit that like, subscribe. And I hope that something that I said in this podcast will be something to motivate you, to inspire you, to encourage you, all of those things. And, I want to put this message out for every single one of you motivators. All you can ever be in this life is yourself. Love yourself, know yourself, focus on yourself, make better choices so that in the future you can, reap more gifts, more blessings, more peace. Put good out there, you know. Don't let other people change you. Don't doubt yourself. Don't think you're less than. Don't put your value in the amount of people who like you. Okay. You're more than likes. Okay. You, that's the reason why it's so important to celebrate yourself. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. And yeah, all of those things. Yes. Oh, you check my Cash App. Thank you so much. Serious. I really appreciate it. I'm going to check right now. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Miss Serious. And while I don't have a Cash App thing, I can play the super sticker because it is money in the chat. Thank you so much, Sirius, for the Cash App. When the super chat hits, thank you so much, Sirius and Miss Nexie. Puzzle Pieces. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Miss Nexie. I really do appreciate it. One more time when the super chat hit. Thank you all so much. And thank you so much for tuning into the Motivated Podcast. If any of you are on the replay to my motivated replayers, hit the like, subscribe, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I will see all of you members on Wednesday for a live stream before the live stream. I'm going to do what you call it, a member only live on Wednesday. I think I'm going to do Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the channel members, member only. So I will see you all there. And of course, I will see you all on the Motivated Daily, which I upload Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I ran into a little difficulty with the Wi-Fi and with YouTube trying to upload it. So I'm going to try to do that right now. Thank you all so much for supporting me and supporting this channel. And you know what we say over here on Marlene Motivates? Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, yeah.